Retro anime. How did we find it? How does it hold up? Unpacking the ins and outs of being an old school nerd and proving that 80s kids can't remember a damn thing right. These are the mindless midlife musings of the anime nerd.
Welcome to Mindless Midlife Musings of the Anime Nerd. I'm Rick, and I'm joined by the rest of our panel, Lynette, Brian, and Vic. Hello, everyone.
Hey, people.
Hello.
What's up?
This would have been perfect for the Windows startup sound.
Today we overclock our processors and max out our RAM as we tackle the world of Buttobi CPU. Buttobi CPU, aka I Dream of Mimi, is a 1997 3-episode OVA based on the manga of the same name. It was produced by Pink Pineapple and animated by OLM, and it was directed by Masamitsu Hidaka. It was released in the West in 2001 by Right Stuff International, now known as Nozomi.
Now known as Crunchyroll.
Right, exactly. So
They've grown up.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, after a back alley deal in Akihabara, Akira Takaoka thinks he bought a cheap PC clone, only to discover it contains a PC 2198AX Bio-type computer, codenamed Pixie. Naming her Mimi, she and Akira deal with rival Macintosh PCs while trying to navigate Akira's high school and college life. And boy, hijinks ensues.
And we're off. And we're off.
This is like Chobits Hentai Edition. That's what I
All
said.
right,
I
so
was like,
that was one of my notes, is that this anime clearly inspired Chobits. There's just
Oh,
no other way around it.
100%. 100%. There were
The
too many
Chobits team-
similarities.
The Chobits team watched this and said, what if we did it without the fucking?
Oh, yep.
Can I say? I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there right now. If I was in his shoes, you would not have had to ask me multiple times.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Brian has
man.
South Florida morality.
No. His shit was had. She had a banging body. It felt human. Say less, spam. Say less.
So he gets home and he unboxes this PC, only to find out inside is a adorably beautiful naked girl who is a biocomputer. She activates, and after some confusion on his part, he finds out that he was reading the corner of the box rather than the side of the box. Thus, he got the numbers transposed and bought the wrong bootleg PC.
He wanted a
This
PC-98 and got a 2198 instead.
This PC is a humanoid, and boy, does it start right out. They don't pull much punches on this one. She immediately needs to create a profile for him, which requires genetic data. And
Yeah, we're not talking about info.
and it only comes from one place. So when he refuses to cooperate, she forcibly extracts the genetic data necessary to create a profile for him.
Can we but can we talk about the back alley deal?
Sure.
Yeah.
None of this was he didn't think none of this was gonna happen?
Nothing suspicious at all. This gentleman is hunched over with a cardboard box covered in a tarp, and he's
Right? A brand new looking box at that.
It could have been a clipboard with an iPad picture painted on it. Remember? That's
Right?
how
Most
those
people
back
would have
alleys
Absolutely.
lifted the box before walking away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the only reason this happened to him was because he foolishly thought the PCs wouldn't sell out, and they sold out in like 5 minutes in this
Yes.
market in Akihabara he was trying to go to. So anyway, yeah, it's a sketchy ass deal in a back alley. He's lucky it wasn't a sting. If it were the US, that
Yeah.
would have been
Right. Chris Hansen
Uh,
should have been right there.
All right?
So she she extracts his genetic data and creates a profile for him, which is honestly a wild way to create a profile. And Akira definitely got more than he bargained for with that one. But
He should have been happy on that alone.
the thing about this that is really brilliant is the way they lean into the PC puns. Like,
Right.
the PC desperately needs to be told to do something, and she's immediately like yearning for him. Please order me to do something, she says, and it's just like, of course that's what a PC would need. It needs tasks to run. It needs to be
It
told
needs
to do
input.
something. So the sexualization of the PC use is hilarious in this. You she
I gotta point out something.
yeah.
So, Shimada is it
Akira,
The-
the main character,
but not
or the
Akira.
girlfriend,
Not-
The girl that
That's
likes
right.
him.
the girl that
girl I
likes him,
liked him.
Shimada. Yeah, Shimada.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shimada.
Mata.
yeah.
The whole irony of this entire scenario is that she says that the only thing he's gonna do is play sex-rated games on it.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
Mhm.
It's yeah.
If you only knew
Just
the
for
amount
him
of
to
those
make
games
me
that
get a
existed
sex
back
bot.
then.
You don't have to play the game at all. You
Yeah, this-
got
I-
it. You
I did
won.
not. He could say it and not lie. So I did not play any games. Did not
That's
play any
right.
games on my PC.
He didn't play any video
Uh,
games.
Yeah. So she has right protection. She has a protection ring that she has to wear, and it's honestly, it's because using a PC is a commitment. You're sharing your innermost desires and dreams with your PC. You're trusting it to help you achieve life goals. This is a
You're
commitment.
using it. You're covering up your browser
No.
history.
So you get a protect ring on this, which of course it goes on her left hand, because why wouldn't it?
On the ring
Uh,
finger.
It's on the ring finger. And I got to talk about. So this escalates very quickly, right? This
it
girl
does.
he's completely nude when she comes out of the box. She extracts his data orally and writes a profile to him, whatever. And then immediately he takes off, he comes back. Immediately there's a trouble brewing.
Yes.
There's a rogue
Danger, Will
PC.
Robertson.
There's
Danger.
a rogue PC is like, coming near, and she goes on full alert, and he's like, he looks out the window, he's like, what are you talking about? There's like just some girl, like, what's the big deal? And immediately the girl is of course another biocomputer and unleashes an attack, and she our main character Mimi saves him, but then she's like, she wants to attack, but to do that she needs to run a program for that. And well, to run a program,
I love the mini discs. Oh,
back in the
that
day,
was like a
when you
sleeve
wanted
of
to run a
mini discs.
program, programs were on discs. For those of you who may not be familiar with the PC era, they were on discs. Everything was on a disc. So she pulls out a case of discs, and they're color coded, and each one is a program. And he's got to insert the disc into her drive. And y'all can guess where the disk drive is located, and you would be right. So,
In the RAM slot.
so it's right next to the RAM slot. Oh my god. So he inserts the disc in her, and it's just so freaking funny how she reacts to it, because of course she reacts the way you expect her to. And then you find out information that might have been useful before they get started is that she doesn't have enough memory to run the programs.
No,
Because
you forget the nuts to fire. And then she goes, oh, oh, oh. That's like her thing. She goes, oh. This is the whole thing. She goes, I have no memory.
I don't have enough
I
memory to
don't have
run
enough
these.
memory.
Yeah.
It's like, have
she
you
doesn't
not
have-
seen RAM prices? It makes
she
sense.
doesn't have enough memory to run programs. So unfortunately, she needs 1,500 gigabytes of memory. But to get that, she needs to install more active molecules. But this time they got to go into her front slot.
And this is where our main character becomes a reluctant hero.
Just- I guess, yeah. A reluctant participant in his own narrative.
Does that technically make him a PC technician?
He is. He's absolutely. He's basically Geek Squad. So. Oh my
Is
god.
that
So
A plus
he.
or C plus plus? Which one was he using?
It's
Python, of course.
Python.
So. He.
No, I think that's the next episode.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yes, the next episode is Python. So she's completely nude and she's begging him to install his memory in her. And he he does, and in doing so gives her the moniker Mimi. So now she has a name, Mimi. And I'm pretty sure he was just mumbling in ecstasy,
just
but she took it as a
stuttering.
name.
That was my note.
Not a.
Me-
You just forgot how to speak words.
That's it. Her name could have been Oh God. We don't know. She got lucky, I guess.
Her name
So-
was supposed to be Mitsurugi, and all he got was Miki.
Oh, good lord. So the attacking PC was a PC 2198 AE. I wrote it because I just felt like it. And she was hacked. It's
Well,
so
they had
sad.
model numbers.
They gotta put her down. It's a terrible moment. It's really just very sad. And then the house is trashed from this combat sequence. And that just the note I wrote was yellow disk or yellow R4 disk is fucking badass. So basically the house is trashed, and she's just like, yeah,
It's not
just
even difficult.
put in yellow R4 disk, and okay, so
It's
he
the perfect undo disc.
inserts the disk, and boy does it, it could Control Z's the shit out of that house.
Control
and it
Z.
just- so yeah, basically she restores the whole house to a thing as his friends are coming over because they're coming over to see his new PC that he bought in his back market deal, and yeah, so it's basically how the first episode goes. It's the whole premise. It's the setup of it all, and it's fucking hilarious. Episode 2. Things escalate in episode 2 in ways that I just have nothing but tremendous respect for. Episode 2 is called
It's her Macintosh.
Yes. So Hang Up Gently is the name of the next episode. And it starts with Mimi meeting the rest of Akira's crew. There's his two friends whose names I didn't write down because I'm a jerk, and Shimada, the girl member of the group, who is hella
I know
jealous.
one is June.
She's hella jealous of Mimi.
Mhm.
But hey, good news, Vic. She's from Colombia, so Mimi's from Colombia.
Well,
you're
they
all
were a
set.
little confused because at first she was from Colombia and then Colombia.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
right.
which one? It's two different things.
What's great is I love the way that this kind of plays out because then later on, Mimi is apparently jealous of Shimada,
The computer.
and
Yes.
which she thinks is his desktop PC, not the girl Shimada who is just over at the house. And she calls out that it's got a pathetic 640 kilobytes of memory. She's just very unimpressed with Shimada. So anyway, it cuts
Hey,
to
you know what?
another.
As a PC owner from that era, it's like I can
Yeah.
relate. Shimada
Right,
was
no,
kinda
hey.
pathetic.
It was kind of pathetic. My first one had like 2 gigabytes. I mean, come on. Anyway, so then we cut to another PC named Forte, who's getting a serious memory upgrade when we meet her, and she's the 2198 AZ model because again, I had to write the model numbers down. And there's some exposition showing that there are other bio PCs out there and kind of whatever. It's not like
In
a huge
use.
deal. She comes up later. So Mimi decides to do some upgrades to Shimada the PC, not the girl. And they get sucked into the computer. So Akira
They entered the grid.
Akira and
Mhm.
Mimi enter the grid. That's exactly what I thought it was. I did write is in the Matrix, which equally apropos.
Mhm.
And then he learns while he's in there, they get in there and they're butt naked inside the Matrix, which is the worst way you want to be. And then he learns at this moment that he is required to keep Mimi's memory upgraded regularly. She only has enough space, I don't know, hard drive space, I don't know, capacity to keep the memory loaded for 3 days. So every 3 days she needs to be reloaded with more memory. And she didn't want to tell him because he didn't seem to really like it.
at how quick he goes, no, that wasn't the case.
No, what? No.
He's like, what, again?
Oh my God. So the whole point of this is they're trying to hack into the government because Mimi needs an identity and she doesn't have one. So they're trying to hack into the government, and Mimi gets attacked by Forte, and she gets attacked by Forte in the way that every good hentai would attack a female protagonist, with lots of tentacles. So she gets completely overrun with tentacles, and she's being hacked. And Akira is there and getting a little trouble, but Mimi's a good PC. She protects her user. It's very cute. And then all of a sudden, all the symbolism inside this world changes. And boy, is it
Apple?
blatantly obvious what we're about to deal with. All these shapes shift, and there's fucking apples everywhere. And it just, I said,
the anime.
no fucking, I
What?
said, no fucking way. And sure as shit, the Macintosh PCs show up.
As
Macintosh.
soon as Forte was like, Macintosh, I was like, oh, Lord, I got
Macintosh. Yeah. Steve Jobs would never. So you find out that they're operated by OS, so they don't need their users like other PCs do. And then you find out that Quadra, the one of the Macintosh, she has 1,000 terabytes of hard drive space per breast, because that's where they keep their hard drives. So Akira's getting a little PC envy, and he gets a little squeeze from Mimi to remind him where his loyalties lie. And I do love these Macintosh PCs because they are as arrogant as you would expect them to be, and it's brilliant.
They are very 90s Apple.
It's so great.
Yes.
It's just great. So then what made me laugh at this point was Mimi, she decides she's going to attack, right? So she's and at which point they show her hard disk. They show the disk there, and I'm like, you just left the disk in the drive? Like you just say, I'm gonna just keep this one in here for just emergency. You don't leave the disk in the drive. That's just not good PC etiquette. But he did. He just leaves the disk in there. So she's already preloaded with the fireball thing, and it doesn't. She isn't. It's not going great for her. So the girls, the Macintosh computers, they unleash a weapon on poor Akira that gives him an upgrade. the erection power saver. And it's so good that even Mimi breaks the fourth wall and is like, that is a terrible name. It's a terrible name. And I love it because in the Japanese version, they use English for this line. And she's like, come on, boy, let's install. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Oh, he's basically got just a giant beam of light coming from his genitals. And she wants to, install, get some RAM from him. So Mimi don't like that at all. But instead of attacking the Macintoshes, she attacks Akira. That immediately apologizes for that.
Again, got to remind people where their loyalties are supposed to lie.
But it's great because he's still feeling the effects of the upgrade. So he immediately turns her in the most ravenous way possible. Let's upgrade your memory. Do it right now. We do not have time for this.
The Macintosh, they're like,
oh my gosh. So what I appreciated was the way the Macintosh computers wait for him to finish upgrading Mimi's memory, because it would be rude to interrupt an install.
Right.
It's a proper PC etiquette.
Just waiting and feeling like heartfelt moments, like Quadra is crying all the time and how honest everybody is. Freaking hilarious. So Mimi gets her power armor from this because it was a hell of an upgrade for her. She got plenty of memory, and she's gonna try for a new beam attack. But damn it all, as much memory as he gave her, it just wasn't enough to do beam attack 4.0. So she needs just 600 kilobytes more, and it's very important that she needs the 600 kilobytes more. But so Forte, the antagonist of this, she takes the hit for Mimi. Mimi's going to take a bad hit from this. Forte does it for her. And again, Quadra the Macintosh, feeling very emotional at how honorable these Japanese PCs really are.
While
So-
Performa just sits there.
right, she's just like, are you fucking kidding me? So then, Shimada shows up. Not Shimada the girl, that would be crazy. But Shimada, the desktop PC, as an adorable little jelly.
Can we also point out Akira's response when she asked for just 600 more? He goes, "Oh." He's like, "Come on, really? You
I got
can't."
nothing left, man.
I don't have another 600 in me.
He's like, I'm tapped out, bro. Oh my god. So the extra memory comes from Shimada, the good little desktop PC that got all the upgrades earlier, and they have victory. The Macintosh PCs they f off. Forte is not thrilled with the situation in which she finds herself, but whatever. She agrees to help out, and the episode ends with Mimi needing more memory. She just used it all to fight off the Macintosh computer. She needs more. So it's
Greedy
running-
little computer.
a running theme here. And this is this is the problem with bio memory, because if she would have just had some like SODIMs in there or something, she'd have been fine. But no, she's got to have bio memory. Fine. All right, so episode 3 is called Graceful Reset. It starts with Mimi starting school. She's very popular for various obvious reasons. Shimada, the girl, not the PC, is still very jealous of her. And she's so very obvious in her attraction to Akira. So then Mimi gets jealous now of Shimada, the human, not Shimada, the desktop PC, and wants to help Akira enjoy his college life. I'm air quoting for the listeners because this is one of those situations where they put them in college, even though we know we're not idiots. They're all high schoolers. That's just a translation thing that they do. So she's going to enroll in all the same classes as him so he can enjoy his college life. So the Macintosh PCs are lamenting their recent defeat at the hands of Mimi, and they're really pissed because it turns out that their third sister, the newest sister, she's in charge now. They don't like that very much.
The newest one.
The newest one, yeah. So, and then so they're walking around talking as they're going to do PC Club later, and Homeboy's just walking around with a fucking virus on a floppy disk that he's just carrying with him everywhere. I'm like, that's just not good PC etiquette.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Like, you just don't do that,
Well, let's admit it. It's the most adorable looking worm ever.
So they're talking,
is.
because I read a note about this, so they're talking about what the virus is, and they're trying to explain it to Shimada so she can understand it. And she gets this thought bubble, or she's imagining what a worm is. And it's at this point that every character in this anime stops what they're doing and breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges the fact that they are looking at a thought bubble with an animated worm in it.
And
I
they
just
all
thought
go,
it was
"I don't think that's what we're no." You know,
so just give him a little credit there. That was a fun
it was
moment.
very cute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Mimi immediately is like on fire. She's like, I need more memory. And she's being very aggressive with her need for memory. So Akira needs to get to work. But he's just like, why are you being so weird? And she's being extremely aggressive in wanting her memory upgrade. Meanwhile, Forte finds that her system has been hacked yet again. And this time it is, of course, again, the Macintosh Girls. We find out at the same time that something's definitely wrong with Mimi. It's almost like she's got a virus. Gasp. So Akira's like trying his best to get Mimi away from everybody because she's just being a little too aggressively oversexual, and he just can't do that in front of his friends. So after avoiding
Why not?
after avoiding his friends, he takes Mimi to a bathroom at his local PC shop so he can reset her. And the belly button is an actual button to reset
It's
your
a legit reset button.
PC 2198 AX, which I was just like, of course it's a button. Why wouldn't it be
Hey,
a button?
Hey,
It's
look,
in the
I'm
name.
gonna start resetting everybody with that. I'm just
You're just gonna walk up to people if you're not feeling their vibe, just be like,
it-
No way. No way that's gonna go wrong. No way.
No way.
It's like, I need Brian to live stream that, please.
It just
I want to
needs to
see
be
just
like
looks of, I just want to see
the most
reactions.
the most
You're gonna-
aggressive, aggro, like just big, like red hat, angry motherfucker. Just lift his shirt and boop.
I
If
got.
they giggle like the Pils, if he giggles like the Pillsbury Doughboy, that'll be hilarious.
Look. I gotta do a
Oh,
control. So
boy.
the first person I'm gonna do it to is Vic.
Good luck.
So
So
I don't know if that's worth the flight over here, Brian. You'd be
I
really
love-
disappointed.
oh my God.
Look. I'm telling you, the next time I see you, Vic, in person, I'm resetting your belly button.
This is a solid pass for me. I don't
Well,
want
I'm
any
gonna have
part
to
of it.
make myself a belly button shield now.
You can 3D
The-
print one if you can.
Oh, I
but it's
can.
coming.
He's gonna make it a trap jaw. It's gonna be like a bear trap. Anyway, after resetting Mimi, she reboots and she's feeling a lot better now, but she loses track of the last 24 hours. She has no idea how bad she's been. And unfortunately, in doing so, it also gets rid of her memory. So she needs more memory. Like, again.
So none of the
Immediately.
problems were fixed.
So after upgrading her memory, so what are you gonna tell you? Let's see. So, Shimada has like
Can
no
I just
chill.
quote,
Go ahead.
Can I just note how casual they walked out after being in the bathroom
They
for an
really did, and you
exceedingly
know-
long time?
Exceedingly long time. They're coming
Together.
out. It's basically exiting the restroom with like tucking your shirt into your pants kind of shit. It's like, well, we got that sorted. So,
Your
what's
belly
going on
button
here,
showing, dude.
guys?
Like, yep, that reset went well.
Have we talked about the
That person
animation
is
they
just
use
so
for the reset?
blasé.
Oh
what?
my gosh, the
Have
animation.
we
with
talked
the-
about the animation they use? So basically, you have it's supposed to be like the symbol of the male female, but it's like
it's gears.
the grind,
It's like these,
it's the
these
gears.
gears.
Yes.
These pink gears with a blue gear going between the two gears. It's hilarious.
yeah.
Every time they initiate a memory install, it's always these pink
And
gears
the
with
sound
the blue
effect.
gear. It's amazing.
It was
No
perfect. They
notes.
did it.
No notes. It's excellent. Oh shit! So they get out, and the friends are showing up into the PC store. We knew you'd be here. And all the PCs in the store boot up all at the same time, and it's an attack by the newest Macintosh sister, Performa, who reveals she hacked Mimi, and that's what was going on with Mimi. So they get sucked into the Matrix again, or the grid. We'll go with the grid because it's a little closer to that than it's the 90s. And so they're all engaged in battle, and Performa reveals that she has captured several other bio PCs. She has them all, tied up basically.
I think they saw the first one from the first one was there as well.
Well, she had been deleted, I
So
don't know
it
how
may
to
not
remember.
have been this exact
But it was
one,
probably the
but
same
her
model. Yeah,
Same model.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So Forte's there because she, of course, got captured earlier in the episode, and so they she instructs her sisters to copy their data. I'm air quoting because, as we established in the previous episode, where are their hard drives? That's
Slot
right,
A.
kids. That's where their hard drives are. So, to copy data from one hard drive to another hard drive, how do you suppose that happens? Well, if you've been watching this anime, you know exactly how that happens. There's a lot of gropey, touchy, sucky. And it's to copy
How's that go again, Rick?
data over. I refuse. They're copying data
That
from
needs to
one
be a
hard
shirt.
drive to another.
That needs to be on a shirt.
And it's all very hilarious because, of course, it's
As-
overly erotic and it's just freaking hilarious. So Forte is apparently when her data gets to, she just crashes. She just, nope, and she crashes out.
And her owner was like, well, I just got to buy another one. So he watches her get disconnected. and
Whatever.
Like,
Okay.
whatever.
Well, that thing crashed. Piece of shit. I'll get another one. Maybe I'll buy an Macintosh. That's the attitude he has.
Right.
So she
Like back in the
Nah.
day, computers were cheap.
Right.
They were.
That's of course. So Forte crashes, and then she gets set for deletion. Performa wants to delete her, or not? Performa. And the other Macintoshes are like, "Hey, hold up! Like that seems a little excessive. Like, don't you feel like that's maybe a little, I don't know, excessive?"
Did you hear?
Meanwhile,
Did you catch how much RAM she had for copying?
well, I know that Quadra has 1,000 terabytes in each breast.
Quadra
And-
after I just it's funny to do it, but she goes, "Oh, I think I'm good."
like her breasts physically got heavier from
Yeah,
the data.
she's out to
Yeah.
like here. She's
That's it.
oh,
And she's at like maximum. Oh my god, this fucking
I
anime.
almost died.
Oh, it's so
Choked on
good.
water.
So Jesus. So Mimi engages with the Macintosh PCs while Akira tries to free the imprisoned PCs. Mimi is, of course, no match for Performa's skills, and Akira attempts to self-sacrifice to protect her. And at this point, because of the kindness in his heart and the genuine nature of their relationship as the owner and his PC, all the other PCs rally to protect him. It's a beautiful moment that makes Quadra cry again.
I did not see that's what you're. I was doing. It's a beautiful moment that makes absolutely no sense because they all have rings. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Well,
And
that comes up later. That's fair. So
right.
fair. So yeah, Shimada accidentally introduces the worm to the system because in the really real world, off grid, she's like trying to pick up the mess that was made after everybody got knocked out. She just randomly starts putting disks into drives and arbitrarily pushing buttons. And I got so triggered by this scene.
Yes.
It's just like, don't do that.
Like,
What are you doing? Don't do that. So don't do that.
You don't just grab people's discs? What are you talking
You don't just you don't grab someone else's discs and just put them in other people's slots. Like that's not okay.
Meanwhile, that's the whole basis of this whole story right here. That's the whole
So,
principle.
Yeah. So Shimada accidentally introduces the worm into the system and it infects Performa.
And of course, a system that looks like a Macintosh Performa.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
It's to an alarming degree, Performa gets infected. And the day is saved. The girls they take off. There's no actual permanent damage done to the Macintoshes. They all leave. And because everybody knows viruses on Macs don't exist. So anyway, for those of you who may not be in on that joke, back in the 90s, that was the running gag that everybody liked to say, was that Macs don't get viruses because they write them all for PCs. Nobody writes viruses for Macs. Anyway, I digress.
People were dumb back then.
People were dumb back then. So Shimada has she accidentally failed successfully. And later on, she's calling on to check on Akira, and she admits that it was her fault. And Akira's actually like, "You legit like saved us, so thank you for that." And so it's a cute little moment for them on the phone. But then you find out that at this point, Mimi has brought all of the PCs to Akira's house, but you don't know all of them actually. Just Forte at first. And Forte is like in bad shape, and she needs a memory upgrade. And Akira, who is definitely paying attention, she's like, "Hold up. She has a ring. Like she's like tied to another. I can't just do it." She's like, "Nah, but you can do it. See, because you're like a good guy. So if you do it, and it'll be fine. I'll reset her while you're doing it, and it's gonna be okay." So basically, Akira's like big old sigh as he's undoing his pants, like as if to say, "Well, it's for the greater good, I guess. Let me."
This is the best play acting ever.
Just like,
If I have
wow.
to, it's the,
I mean,
it's
if
the main thing.
If it's for
the
you,
main
Mimi,
thing.
but only for you, because you wanted me to, only because
Remember
of that.
Remember that. You
Right?
wanted me to.
You asked for this. So so it works, and Forte's saved, and Akira gets himself a free PC, which is pretty cool. You can't argue with that. Especially so. And my
to
note.
find out.
So what's funny is I wrote at this point, right before the next scene started, I wrote at this point, it said, "A new harem anime is born." So then as soon as I finished writing this, the shot pans out to a wider shot, and she's brought every single one of the PCs there
All
to
of
his
them.
house. There's just a pile of naked chicks in his bedroom. And
he's
and
got to
she's like,
reset them all.
you need to help me reset all of them.
He never has blue balls ever again in life.
Just I
No, no, but I feel like he may need a vacation, when he's done.
It's just gonna be one of those things like we're gonna have to do this on a cycle. I need like 2 PCs like every other day, so that way there's like
I
He
need a
didn't think
rest
about it.
period.
Look, he could have called his boys and be like, dude,
you guys want a
you
free
guys
computer?
need to get over here right now. You need to stop what you're doing.
Everything. He's like, guys, I need a solid, no questions asked. Come over here now.
No question. Bring your ass.
And bring your A game.
Bring a change of clothes. No questions asked. Just come over.
Gatorade. No, not Powerade. Gatorade.
Oh,
Not the pineapple flavor either. Just
oh my
fucking
god.
living Gatorade.
So that's it. That's how this anime ends. Oh Jesus, this fucking cartoon. This cartoon is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I've got some fun mindless musings for you guys. Kaoru Shintani, the creator of Area 88, created the manga that this is based off of. So you want to talk about dramatically different narratives,
right?
But ironically, he gets a lot
Area
right.
88. Area 88 is what happened to him when he didn't get the PC.
Just damn. This
The
guy,
smell of bullets.
he didn't have
two
had
totally different genres.
totally just completely different lanes. So bravo.
This makes him a versatile writer.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Wait, Rick,
so
how is everything Macross?
all right. So everything is Macross, guys. You know everything's Macross. It's what I tell you. So Masafumi Mima was the sound director for this anime, and he's been the sound director on basically every single iteration of Macross, all of them. So if this sounded familiar, that would be why. Katoni Mitsuishi, who plays the Quadra sister, she is the voice of a character in Macross 7 Encore. So yeah, once again, everything is indeed Macross, whether you knew it or not. Mimi's rivals are all named after real Macintosh computers. The Centris, the Performa, and the Quadra.
Centris, that's the one. That I can remember for the life of me.
All actual Macintosh PCs from the 90s. It's amazing. 2 of the rival hardware girls are voiced by Evangelion voice actresses. Kotono Mitsuishi
so they went
voiced Misato.
This came out after Evangelion, right?
This came out after. So they did Evangelion and then they did this. And then Yuko Miyamura was Asuka. So the 2 of them played 2 of the other 2 sisters. So the director of this anime, and this is great, just hear me out. The director of this anime, Masamitsu Hidaka, would later go on to direct major arcs of the Pokemon series.
Wait, I got stuff to add to that.
Go ahead.
What?
So wait. This is hilarious. Studio OLM, also known as Oriental Light and Magic, right? They have done tons of series. They've done a majority of the Pokemon series, right? They've done Berserk.
Yes.
And the team specifically, Team Wasaki, that did this,
Yeah.
also did a bunch of Tamagotchi episodes, as well as Inazuma 11,
Gosh. So,
which is a soccer anime.
To play into that, so the character designer for this anime was Yuriko Chiba, and she was also the character designer for Gundam Wing, and the character designer for Berserk, which she worked on.
I forgot to add.
Berserk. Yeah.
Imasaki also did the Guyver TV series.
Yeah. This is a stacked deck of really well-versed.
I feel like this was like a reward, relax project.
Yeah.
No,
these
they had
guys,
the memory for it. They had the memory for it. They were able.
Well, they obviously did.
for a 90s etchy
Don't be
anime.
disappointed. Don't be disappointed with me. I saw it.
I'm not disappointed. I'm happy with
No,
your
I said
comment.
Lynette.
Oh.
Oh, dude, you're not even.
So this is clearly a stack deck. This is clearly just a bunch of people having a damn good time, and they're all like just major talents. It is very impressive.
Mhm.
And honestly, guys, it shows. The anime is really good. Like it's
The animation
really
quality is good.
well done anime. Like the animation quality is fantastic. This has probably some of my favorite kind of character design work. This very 90s anime aesthetic. I
Mhm.
love this look. It reminds me of like shit that Mikimoto would do, shit from like Kimigara Orange Road, like all of those. Like it's got that pure 90s soft cell vibe, and I loved it. I just really did. It's funny because with the sex, like you can't just be like, but guys, no, hear me out. This is a really good anime. Like, sure it is. Sure it is.
Yeah, as he's
Like,
telling
no,
his coworkers as they're working on Pokemon.
but like seriously.
Oh, as he's working on I'm pretty sure somebody watched this, went to Pokemon and went, "Gotta catch 'em all? Really? Really?"
Right at the end.
Like, we're just
That's
running
what
with your idea.
right at the end of that, that's where it went. Gotta catch them all. Ah, he wants to be the very best. So just was amazing. So yeah, I was really impressed with the quality of this anime, regardless of the hilarity of the content. It's like quality of work is exemplary. So I don't have any other musings. So if you guys are comfortable with it, I think we can start working into our final thoughts on this. All right.
Yeah.
Now, pardon me. I had only ever seen the first episode of this when it first came out. I never actually finished it. So this is a new thing to actually get to finish the 3-part series. It was nice. So we'll start. Vic, you want to go first with this one?
Oh God, yeah.
Let's do it.
So I have seen all 3 because I have all 3 on DVD. I think it's the only release it got in the US.
I think you're right.
And this is
It
what
did receive a
Substock.
dub.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it did. It did receive a
And
dub.
And it's one of the
in a
sucky
later
parts
release.
because it's like it was a property that was picked up by Right Stuff.
Yep.
And Crunchyroll bought Right Stuff, and Crunchyroll doesn't produce this kind of material.
That they don't.
So the fact that they even air, shows of this level sometimes when they're, as seasons go on,
Yeah.
but I don't think anything's ever been released since the DVD releases from the early 2000s.
I couldn't find any evidence of an official release
Right.
myself when I was looking.
And the part of Right Stuff that handled this kind of material got pushed off to a site called Buy Anime, which was maintained by Right Stuff staff, but that site literally disappeared, like with zero information, like 7 months ago.
Oh
It
man.
just disappeared off the face of the earth and done. So at the moment, who knows if this show would ever come back or not, because it's freaking hilarious. Especially if you grew up with PCs in the 80s and 90s, it's like the PC puns are freaking hilarious. It's like and it's not it's not like La Blue Girl or any other heavy hentai shows. This is more
Yeah.
akin to, have we reviewed something this light?
Like this light? I don't know. Devil Hunter Yoko? Not close.
I
Might be a
think Devil
little
Hunter
more.
Yoko may be just a little heavier than this.
Yeah.
But the show is freaking hilarious. It's animated beautifully. And it's unfortunate that the only way to watch it right now is to surf the 7 Seas.
Yep. Yep.
But if it shows up and you've got a chance to watch it, I would say definitely give it a go because it is so funny.
I
Yeah,
dare say. Go ahead.
And if you're over 32 years old, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy all the puns.
I dare say required viewing for any PC nerd.
Absolutely. Especially if you're over 32.
All right, Brian, you want to go next, buddy?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, B.
In addition to Vic's point, they do a great job of resisting the hentai urges.
Yeah. They never go full.
Yeah. You never
X.
go full hentai.
Never go full hentai. Never go full hentai. Yeah. They definitely avoid that line. Carefully. They very carefully
Yes.
avoid that line.
Like, I thought when the worm showed up, I was like, well, here we go.
I know, right? There it is.
There it is.
Here we go. But even then, when the worms cover her, they
Yeah.
hit you with the Charlie Brown eyes when he gets hit with stuff, and next thing you know, his eyes pop through, and you can still see his eyeballs.
Right.
I was like, they did a pretty good job on that. It's a fun watch. Yeah, I agree. There are so many things here that if you're under the age of 32 or whatever, it may not hit for you. But
Sure.
if you have been through, if you are like us and look at technology like storming Mordor, I was there. I've seen man fall. This will hit with you. This will definitely hit with you. And if anything, it feels like it's a cross between I Dream of Jeannie, the
Sure. Hence the
television,
name pun. Yeah.
right? It's a name pun. I Dream of Jeannie, Emmanuel, and then got hit by Weird Science. It feels like it's all three of those.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. I Dream of Jeannie, Emmanuel, and Weird Science.
I'll give you that. So yeah, there's definitely a good the I Dream of Mimi, the US title. The pun was right on point. So I agree. Well done.
So I guess By Anime got, I don't know if they're not sure if they got merged in or rebranded as Adult Source Media. So the possibility of Mimi coming back is possibly there.
Okay.
Possibly, maybe. I wouldn't bet on it, but
All right. Have at it, Lynette. What'd you think?
This was enjoyable. I was sad that it was only 3, but I was glad how it ended at the 3. If it could only be 3, it was a good way to end. But I have to tell you, I don't know how many times I had to pause because I was laughing at some of the jokes. And then I had to go back and be like, oh, yeah, those are mini disc, floppy disks. And then, like, is a Shimano PC, does that have a 5 1/4? Oh my gosh, what is happening? But that second episode, really, I just fell out. As soon as the apples started showing up, I was like, yep, this is around the time where you had those commercials with, like, Justin
Yeah.
Long and that other guy. Hi, I'm an Apple. Hi, I'm a
Yeah,
PC.
I'm a
Hi, I'm a
PC.
Mac. Right. I was just bringing I was like, oh my gosh. As soon as they said Macintosh, I was like, are you kidding me? I was rolling out. It was enjoyable. And it does. It walks right up to the line when you're like, "Oh, mm, are you going to the NC-17 route?" And then it's like, "No, we're gonna stay R. We're just gonna
Yeah.
stay."
We're just gonna stick with the R. Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I would recommend it for anyone, even the younger generation who might not get all the jokes. Google it. That's what we created Google for. So just
Google for it's it. We
So they
created
gotta
Google
go
for
with
this
Ask
moment.
Jeeves. It has to be. This is an Ask Jeeves. Google's not gonna be an example.
Oh man, guys, I agree. That's pretty unanimous. This was fucking hilarious. It was a great time.
Mhm.
It was so well done. Very clever. The puns were all landing. Like there wasn't a single one that I was just nothing was groan worthy. It was never a pun that was just like, oh, for God's sake. Like
yeah, it
every
wasn't like a
time I
bad
was just
joke.
they were just leaning into the jokes and they were succeeding over and over again. It was excellent. And yeah, this is I think the best thing I could come up with is it's like American Pie, like the movie American Pie, right?
Okay.
It's a
Mhm.
good R rating. Like it's a good R. It doesn't go all the way to X. It doesn't go full NC-17, but if you want a good R raunchy comedy, this is like in that lane.
Mhm.
It's smarter. It's smarter than American Pie. Like it's I think it's
Oh yeah.
better written in how it handles the material. It's very, very funny. But yeah, it's great. It's a damn shame that this didn't get more attention because it's really
More
it's
attention
really
on more
good stuff.
episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I would put this up there with like Euro Trip for like just creatively funny R-rated comedy that I get a kick out of.
Mhm.
I feel bad that I've been sleeping on this for so many years. I'm definitely gonna revisit this again because it was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have my
So yeah,
mom watch just to see.
oh my god, I told my wife after I watched this, I'm like, you have to watch this. Like you have to watch this. This is hilarious.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm with you. It's freaking great. Well, I don't have anything else to add. We've gone through all the fun bits on this one, guys. So that's going to do it for our show today. So until next time, keep calm and don't forget to upgrade your PC's memory regularly.
Now I gotta go fuck my damn computer.
You've just been privy to the mindless midlife musings of the anime nerd, presented by Geek Grotto. For show notes and corrections, or for general geeky fun, you can visit our website at geek-grotto.com. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, please like, follow, and subscribe.